Falmouth Country Club is hosting a couple of fundraising events in coming weeks, and the woman who is organizing them is someone familiar to many of us and many of you too. Pat Callahan is here to explain.
Yeah, that's true. Now, you may know Debbie Cupo from when she used to do crafting demonstrations on our morning report. And if you've been watching for any length of time on News Center Maine, you likely know her husband, Joe, too. Now, Deb is behind a golf tournament that will raise money for the MaineHealth Cancer Care Network. Deb Cupo loves the game of golf. She's a founding member of the Falmouth Country Club.
Yay! I'll take that par.
But she never thought about how her favorite game might make a difference in people's lives until her own life changed.
You know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
The news came in April of 2021 following a self-examination.
And that was, wow, really took me back because I felt wonderful. I didn't feel sick or anything. I didn't have any loss of sleep or energy.
I wish I was the one that had the cancer. I'd rather be the patient.
Deb's husband, Joe, is a familiar face and voice to Mainers, having spent more than 3 decades as chief meteorologist here at News Center Maine. He's a guy who likes to take charge, but when it comes to Deb's cancer, it was a helpless feeling.
You get to play a role, obviously, and all you can do is just say, I'm here for you, whatever you need, and try to keep a positive spin on everything. You know, that's important.
The Cupos turned to the MaineHealth Cancer Care Network.
My cancer team just went right into full gear and just embraced me with compassion that I really wasn't quite ready for.
We've had the good fortune over the past couple of years to recruit as the finest doctors I've ever been around. I like to say they're better people than they are excellent docs.
Dr. Scott Remick is chief of oncology for MaineHealth. He's proud of what the network has to offer people in Maine.
And perhaps most importantly, over the past couple of years, we get to play in the NCI sandbox. We have a big NCI grant, National Cancer Institute grant, so we do have opportunities to provide leading cutting-edge therapies to many of our patients across the entire cancer care spectrum.
They're so helpful with...
Deb and Joe live close enough to Portland to have easy access to these services, but Maine is a big state.
I think that was one of the things I saw was people that from Skowhegan, you know, they're driving in, and if you're having treatment, you're coming down every week, every 3 days. You're staying for 3 to 5 hours. It's a big, big journey, and it's a lot of expense.
So while she was still in chemo, Deb hatched the idea of a golf tournament to raise money for the center and to help defray costs for some patients and families. The Falmouth Country Club jumped on the idea, which is actually in 2 parts. The Ladies Member Guest Day aims to raise $50,000 to be directed toward breast cancer patients.
So it's all about golf, all about celebration, just being a happy, happy day.
And then comes the Drive for the Cure golf tournament and gala with a goal of raising $100,000. Dr. Remick says that kind of money and exposure can make a difference.
We've never had an opportunity like this to as much raise awareness of the importance of our cancer program in the community, and the funds they're generating will be used to enhance the care of our patients, help with travel, help provide access to clinical trials, help with a lot of different aspects in our cancer center.
Joe Cupo, who prefers cycling to golf, is excited about the idea of this tournament becoming an annual tradition. It's not enough to make you play golf.
I'm afraid not. I broke a couple of clubs, you know.
The Ladies Member Guest event is tomorrow, and then in August, the Drive for the Cure with a gala on the evening of the 21st and the golf tournament on August 22nd. Now, they're looking for players and sponsors and other donors. You'll find a link to more information on the events, how you can take part or contribute on the 207 section of the News Center Maine website. And Joe is not kidding when he talks about golf is not his game. He said, I took lessons. He said, I could play baseball when I was a kid. I could play tennis. Those balls are moving. Yeah. Why is this harder? But he just not have the patience for the game.
Which is unfortunate for the clubs.
It is.
Thank you, Pat.